The breakdown you're about to watch is brought to you by We Want Picks Premium Membership. Premium membership gets you all sorts of exclusive content, early bets, fantasy tools, and betting guides. Check it out now, wewantpicks.com. Click Become a Member. Get ahead of these betting lines and get access to all of the tools now with an optimizer. We have a DraftKings optimizer available to you at the same low price of $10 a month. That's $2.50 a week. You get all of our bets early, all of our fantasy content early. You get betting tools and now a DraftKings optimizer, DraftKings ownership, and everything you need to build now up to 150 lineups with just a few clicks. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. It is only $10 a month. All right, $10 a month. You have one good week. You pay for the whole year. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. And as always, if you want $50, all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners. Make a deposit, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. I'll send you $50. Next up at UFC Paris, we got Firas Ziam taking on Michal Figlak. It's such a harsh last name. That is not a smooth last name. Figlak.
What's it?
Firas
What
Ziam.
if it's Figlak?
Figlak.
Figlak.
Firas Ziam is 12-4 overall, 3-2 in his last 5, and he is coming off the submission loss to Terrence McKinney. Michal Figlak is 8-0 overall, 5-0 in his last 5, obviously, and he's coming off a win just last month, and he's making his UFC debut. So again, another slap that shit together at the last minute fight on this fight card. That's why this is going to be a wild card. A wild card. So many random factors going on here. But Firas Ziam is a long, rangy striker who also works well in the clinch. He manages range with solid leg kicks, and if he works to a clinch, he's got solid elbows. He's a technical fighter, and he avoids risks really well. He picks his shots and only engages when he sees an opportunity, meaning he has no issue waiting on the outside, just waiting for the perfect time to come in and mix it up before quickly working back out of range. He takes his time, and he looks to point his way to a win. Michal Figlak is a powerful striker and solid grappling, and he's got an aggressive style. He's always plodding forward, and he controls the middle of the cage really well. He can be hittable, but it really doesn't stop him from pressuring forward. He has very good wrestling, but he uses it defensively more than anything. When he does take shots, they are clean doubles with his head on the outside. All around, Figlak is very skilled, but hittable. I expect Ziam to be the better striker in this matchup. He's not going to have any power because he doesn't, but he's going to have the technical advantage. So Figlak manages the middle of the cage really well, but that plays into exactly what Firas Ziam wants to do. He likes to stay on the outside and pick his shots. So if Ziam had power, he would absolutely be the pick, but he does not have any power. So he's not really a threat to do anything other than just pot shot his way to a decision.
No, I think the odds in the DraftKings on this are all fucked up.
Do I have it backwards?
Yeah, Ziam is a plus 175. So I don't know, you might.
All right, well, the graphic's wrong. We'll get that fixed for you. Anyway, Ziam doesn't have any power, so I'm not really worried about a stoppage here from him, and I'm not worried that Figlak is hittable. I think Figlak does miss a lot with big power shots. I think he gets picked apart with the jabs, and then he moves to his wrestling, and then he wins there. So I think Figlak wins a wrestling decision, but if he doesn't shoot, I really can't see him winning. But Figlak is the pick, and I just have to trust that he's going to get it done with the grappling, but no bets on this fight. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, just to clear it up for those the Ziam is plus 175 right now. He was the dog. I think he's getting a little bit of a wider dog. People are saying that he's $7,700 in DraftKings. And here's how I see this matchup. Michal, whatever his name is. His nickname is Mad Dog. And in this fight, he needs to be a Mad Dog, because if this is a very clean kickboxing match, Ziam is going to beat a lot of people in the lightweight division in kickboxing. He's just so long and so technical in his striking. He's a very good counter puncher as well. If you try to blitz in, he's got those nice short little counters. I'll be honest with you. How do I say this nicely? Because Ziam could probably beat me up as well. I think it'd be tough, but he could probably beat me up as well. The guy seems like kind of a pussy, honestly. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Because in that Terrence McKinney fight, the second he was losing that scramble and Terrence McKinney kind of locked up that submission, he didn't try to fight that at all. I mean, he was just laying there. Like, with the submission, he wasn't trying to get his chin out. He wasn't trying to fight hands. The guy just kind of was laying there and was like, oh, shit, like, what do I do now? It's like, oh, I lose. And then just kind of sat there like he didn't give a shit. So I hate the instincts and kind of what he shows in the octagon. He doesn't look like he has that tenacity, that killer instinct. He's not a power puncher, as you mentioned. He just kind of do. And we just saw another guy like that get absolutely destroyed, and that's Sean Woodson. We saw Sean Woodson come in, a long striker that just kind of throws out volume, bop, 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 and somebody got in his face, and he just folded. And the same thing can happen in this fight. That's the reason why Mad Dog is the favorite in this fight. I actually thought that Ziam was going to be the favorite in this fight because he is the better striker and what I assume is going to be a mostly striking battle. But if you're Mad Dog, you got to get in his face, you got to blitz him, you got to eat some of those shots to get inside, either work to get those takedowns because he is a little bit exposed in that area, or just make this an absolute brawl in that regard. So what I'm going to do in this fight is I'm going to pick Ziam because he is the better, more technical striker, and I think that this is going to be a more technical fight. I did put a money line bet on Ziam because I do believe he is the much more better. He is the
much more better.
Yeah, he is that's the Indiana. That's public education. He is the better striker in this matchup, and my whole big thing, the lock of the week, 8 in a row, pick the better striker in what should be a mostly striking battle. I'm going with Ziam, but I don't love his tenacity in the octagon. I'll be honest with you guys. So if he loses, I'll never pick him again. But I'm going with him one last time, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I also think he's probably, the pricing is wrong. The odds are wrong here. But I also think he's getting a little shit on because of how badly he lost to Terrence McKinney. So I think they're factoring that in. But, it's, Terrence McKinney's proven that he's good, very good.
Very good.
So,
and I think Ziam just got his purple belt, if I remember, on his Instagram. So it's not like he's, like, absolutely clueless on the ground. I think in the wrestling he probably is, but at least, yeah, it's a little bit better than the blue.
Yeah, purple. Jeez. So the pricing is actually $8,500 for Figlak and then $77 for Ziam. Even in a win, Ziam's not going to score very well. You don't score well with jabs, low volume jabs on the outside. So he's not a good underdog in DraftKings, even if he gets the win. Figlak could get the finish, could come forward, elbow away, beat him up. But again, I do think he wins the fight. I think he controls the pace. But, I don't love it. I
love Ziam in a strike. That's why I put a money line bet on him. In a striking battle, I do love him. But as you mentioned, DraftKings, he is not going to see my DraftKings because I think the more boring this fight is, the more I favor Ziam. If it turns into a slugfest, it's Mad Dog all the way. So this could be a live bet situation. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. I like Figlak to win. But again, this card is just ripe with UFC debuts, short notice fights, combinations of the two, which this is.
This is the hometown of Ziam too, right? He's French, I believe.
Or Canadian, like a Charles Jourdain situation.
No, he's France. He's from France.
France. Monkey Knife fight, 54-68. 54 is going to be hard on the outside. 68's probably doable if you can close the distance. I'm not touching it. As much as I want you to use the promo code, I'm not going to touch the Monkey Knife fight strike line.